Good day.
Let's go. Let's get it started.
What goes through your mind right now, Hank?
Man, BS. You know, this man said provocative Rob ain't heard him. Danny Garcia ain't heard him. Y'all clearly seen Hammer drop hammers, and I heard him, you know. I felt as though, you know, I won the fight, you know. There was a lot of fireworks, but, you know, at the end of the day, I won the fight, you know. Like, that was some bull crap, man. I feel as though when a fighter come into somebody else's backyard and fight, you know, and leave it all in the ring, call it right. You know, Mauricio Herrera is a guy, you know, he holds, comes with his head. Maybe the first one was a headbutt, but the second one, I don't think it was a headbutt, you know. At the end of the day, he knew he was cut. He didn't really want to fight, you know. I confused him. You know, he thought it was going to be a brawl, but I outsmarted him, you know. I went into boxing mode, and then, you know, a couple times I seen him on the rope. He didn't know what to do. He wanted to edge me on, oh, come on and brawl. No, he boxing. You know, it's bull crap.
Like, were you worried going into the fight that there might be something shady going on with the scorecards?
Oh, man, first and foremost, you know, yeah, that's always in the back of your head when you're in somebody's hometown, you know. So it was a 12-round fight, and, you know, the fight would have kept on going. I feel as though I'd have stopped him. You know, I got him out of there, and he knew that. You know, so that's why, you know, they called it, you know, they let another round go, you know, and then they decided to call the fight off, you know what I mean? Like, I knew I was winning. I was winning.
Hank, do you want a rematch?
Man, listen, I'm going to tell you like this. I want a rematch, but will they fight Hank Lundy? That's the whole thing about it. They're going to run and duck from me. We already know what it is, you know? Like, I'm one of these fighters. I'm probably, you know, one of the only fighters, you know, I go anywhere, fight anybody. It don't even matter. And I'm a dangerous guy, you know? So at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. They're going to tuck their tail and run. And that's exactly what they're going to do.
If you consider this fight and your fight against their normal, well, which one would you think is more disappointing?
Well, I'm not even on front. It was the, it'd be this one, you know, because I know I won, you know what I mean?
It was good while it lasted. You know, I'm kind of disappointed the way it went. You know, it started out ugly right away, the first round. And I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with the whole thing. We felt we won the fight. It was an ugly fight. I wish it would have went a good 12 rounds. I didn't, but I'm very happy, and I believe that I won. I believe that I'm the champ, and we're ready to fight somebody else.
Mauricio, obviously after controversial losses to Benavides and Garcia, were you worried at all about the scorecards right before the announcement?
No, you know, I don't care about that anymore. I don't even worry about judges. I stay focused on going to fight. The judges are going to do what they want to do. I can't control that, and I just go and do my thing.
Hank was in here saying that he thought he won the fight. You went open for a rematch. Would you want to give him a rematch if you want to do it again?
You know, first, I feel it's my time. I want to go forward and find somebody, a bigger name. You know, I feel I deserve it. Hank's time will come soon, and maybe down the line we can do it again. But for now, you know, I want to fight a big name.
Can you talk about training camp and just the rigors of going through training camp and preparing for this fight?
Training camp was long. You know, it was exhausting. It was probably the longest training camp. You know, the date kept getting pushed, and it was July 11th here. It was like just a lot of time. Tired, exhausted, and just wanted to get out there and fight already. And when it finally came, we were in great condition. And as you see out there, I mean, after the cut, I was still ready to go. I mean, Lundy didn't seem like he was in that great in shape. You know, he looked like he was slowing down. I don't think he was going to be able to cut it all around.
At any time in the fight, did Lundy hurt you?
You know, he buzzed me a little bit with one of his shots. I think maybe it was the second round. It was a good shot. I give him that. But overall, the way the body language of Lundy's, it didn't seem like it was going to last. It wasn't going to go all the way. You know, but he's a tough fighter. He seemed tough right off the start. But once I got cut, you know, and I felt comfortable after I got my frustrations out, you know, yelled at him a little bit in there. And then, you know, I just started getting a little more comfortable and saying, I could tell this guy is slowing down, and I'm going to get to him little by little before they even stop the cut, you know.
Mauricio, were you surprised that the fight was stopped the way it was ended?
You know what? I didn't know how bad my cut was, so, you know, I knew it was dripping blood, so my corner told me it was a small cut. You know, of course, they were lying to me, so I can keep going. And then to them, they told me, they said, hey, they could have stopped it, and it would have been a no contest. earlier, but they said, no, we saw that you had something going, you look like you can take him out, and let me go out there, which, it just kept opening, and it happened what happened.
Mauricio, it seemed like by the third round you made the decision to go first, to be first in the initiative. Was that something that you made the adjustment to do that for the second round?
Yeah, after the cut, I said I didn't want. The thing was, I also was pulling back, wanting Lundy to come to me, and calling him out because I knew him backing up, trying to box me, and me throwing a punch. I think it was a risk of him ducking and coming under me, maybe take my whole eye out. It was he was coming in with his head, and so I had to change plans. I either attack him on the inside or get close to him, make him come to me, but I couldn't let him bounce around and then all of a sudden jump in. It was tough.
You have the stigma of the boy. Like no one ever questions your heart or anything. So given that fact, we all know that you work hard. How do you feel having a decision that some people are going to question? You know what I mean?
My whole career is tough. It's tough to explain to anybody. Anybody comes up to me, how many wins or how many losses you have. It's my whole thing is it's confusing. And now with Lundy too, what happened there? Headbutt, it got stopped. I guess the way these things go. I can't do nothing about it, and I don't know how my career is gonna go. It's been going up and down. And Lundy's, he's been struggling himself, just like me. I think we were both similar, having a tough career. And it's just weird how both of us had to end like this. I had to be with a headbutt in the fifth round, had to stop it. So I guess, when I came out the winner, I felt that I won. And Lundy's time will come up later on.
And Mauricio, you said you're not interested in a rematch, and understandably so. You want to move on to bigger and better things. Are there any names that you would consider fighting?
Yeah, I heard that the world title's open now, so I feel Lucas Matisse is a good match for me. I matched well with that guy. I sparred him before. It was only like 3 rounds, so I saw something in him, and I feel like the crowd would love to see that fight.
Are you at liberty to tell us what you were saying to Lundy during those rounds that you were goading him out of bed?
I was pissed. I was just, hey, what's wrong? What, headbutts? That's what you want to do, headbutts? And just calling him out, hey, don't run when you're running, or the guy was a big talker before the whole thing, saying don't run, we're going to go head on. And then he cuts me, and I'm bloody, and he should have came in and finished me off. I don't hit hard. I'm on the ropes. Come after me. He was scared, and I had to put the pressure on him. So I was just telling him, hey, come on, come to me. And of course he didn't.